Hello and welcome to Peter Scott Cars. Today we have this 2019 very high specification Mini Countryman. We'll run through some of the high specification as we go around the vehicle. Fantastic example with all Mini main agent service history. The car's had the same owner since the vehicle was 9 months old. So starting with the front of the car, front of the vehicle, couldn't be any better. As I get very close to the edge of the bonnet, front of the bumper, the only thing I can notice some very minor stone chips. Just put my fingernail next to a couple of them just so you can see how insignificant they are. Have to be very close to even notice them at all. All the bonnet stripes in really good order as well. Sometimes you see the bonnet stripes can be a little bit faded, but not the case on this Countryman. As I go around the vehicle, I'll get a close up to all of the bumper corners to show you they are free from any scuffs or marks. No marks or scuffs to the centre of the bumper, lower down either, can also be quite common. Again, bumper corner free from any scuffs or marks. As I take a step back and look down the entire passenger side of the vehicle, can't see any parking dents. All four of the alloy wheels, really nice, as I'll show you as we go around the car as well. Starting with the passenger front alloy wheel, I'm struggling to see a single mark at all. The car's a full set of premium branded Goodyear tyres fitted, always a sign of a very well maintained vehicle, and everything you would expect from a car with all Mini main agent service history. Can't see anything negative to point out on the passenger front wing. That does include the plastic wheel arch, free from any scuffs or marks. Car looks fantastic with the contrast black roof and mirror covers. Just mentioned the car has the electric panoramic sunroof as part of the very high specification. We'll run through some of the other spec as we go around the vehicle. It is worth noting we have all of our vehicles independently inspected by the AA. That is a 128-point inspection, which includes a 5-mile road test by an AA engineer just to make sure the vehicle is mechanically correct and correct on the road. As you can see from the yellow window sticker, this Mini Countryman has already passed that inspection. Moving on to the passenger front door, I'm struggling to see anything detrimental to point out at all. Both of those contrast black mirror covers, free from any scuffs or marks. Get low down on the passenger side also, so you can see there's no marks or damage to the passenger sill. Very easy to go over a high curb, mark or damage the sill. Not the case with this Countryman. Can't see anything to mention on the rest of the door. Get a close up underneath the door handle to highlight there's no marks or scratches. Can be very common, particularly on the front doors. Can't spot any chips to the passenger door edge either. Again, can be quite common. Car's got the keyless entry on the front doors as part of the high specification. Moving on to the rear door, exactly the same as the passenger front. I'm struggling to see anything to mention at all. Again, no marks underneath the handle. All the door edge nice again. Onto this rear panel, exactly the same. There isn't anything to point out. Plastic wheel arch, again, free from any scuffs, as is that alloy wheel, exactly the same as the passenger front. Cannot see a single mark at all. Can just spot an absolute minute stone chip there. Just put my fingernail next to that just so you can see how insignificant it is. Missed it the first time and very easily missed. Completely disappears as you take a small step back. Into the vehicle from the passenger side. Firstly, just get a close up to the passenger step. Sometimes people drag the feet going into vehicle, mark the paintwork on the step. Not the case with this Countryman. Car's had the overmats fitted, so there's no sign of any wear to the carpets or footwells. Get a close up to the passenger footwell to highlight that. Got the half leather interior. Just get a close up to the wing and edge of the passenger seat. Really no sign of any wear to point out at all. Inside the car, couldn't be better. I will add as well, there's no unwanted odours of the vehicle, no smells of smoke or pets. As part of the high specification, the front seats are heated. Just show you the panoramic sunroof from inside the car, great feature to have. And also just lean across and show you the driver's seat from the passenger angle. You see plenty of cars where you're looking from the driver's side, seat looks fine, then when you look across from the passenger angle, driver's seat looks really worn and out of shape. Absolutely not the case with this Countryman. Couldn't be better from either angle. Absolute minimal wear. Just get a close up to the centre console, gear knobs around to show you there's no marks or scratches. Sometimes people jump in, put keys, coffee cups on the centre console, end up marking the centre console, gear knobs around, but again, not the case with this Countryman. Repeating myself, couldn't be better inside. Seats in the rear, exactly the same. Seats in the rear really do look like they've hardly been sat in. Just get a close up to the edge of the seat. Highlight there's really no sign of any wear to point out. Those overmats protected all the carpets. Carpet in the rear, same as the front ones, free from any wear at all. There's no kick marks or scuffs to the rear of the front seats. Just show you that sunroof from the rear of the vehicle. Great feature to have. Also, just get a close up to the step. Sometimes people catch the seatbelt in the step, mark the step slightly, but again, not the case with this Mini Countryman. Bumper corner again, free from any scuffs or marks. As part of the high specification, car's got the rear parking sensors, also has the rear view camera. So I have said there's no marks or scuffs to any of the bumper corners, but just highlight there's also no marks to the centre of the bumper. Easy to park a little bit too close to someone or something, mark the centre of the bumper, but again, not the case. Also just get low down so you can see there's no scuffs to the underside. Easy to go over a high curb, also damage the underside, but absolutely not the case with this cherished Countryman. Onto the tailgate of the car, I'm struggling to see anything negative to point out at all. Car's got the power opening and closing tailgate as part of the high specification. Inside the luggage compartment, same as the rest of the interior, really couldn't be better. Of course, the parcel shelf is present. Just get a close up to the top of the bumper and also the interior plastic. Sometimes with these practical size vehicles, people buy them for the large luggage compartment, subsequently end up putting in big items, end up marking the top of the bumper, scuffing the trims. Absolutely not the case with this cherished Mini. Can't see any marks to the bumper at all. No scuffs to the plastics. A couple of the faintest marks to the chrome inserts, but as you can see, nothing at all. Bumper corner again, free from any scuffs. Looking down the driver's side of the vehicle, same as the passengers, struggling to see any parking dents. There was a very minor parking dent we were aware of on the driver's side. I will point that out in a second. And fortunately hasn't chipped or marked the paintwork, so I can confirm our paintless dent removal specialist will have it completely removed before collection. That alloy wheel exactly the same as the other two I've already shown you. Can't see any scuffs or signs of curbing at all. Plastic wheel arch again, free from any scuffs. Onto this rear panel, certainly no scratches or parking dents to mention. I'm struggling to see even the most minor of stone chips, I really am. All the door edge nice again, underneath the handle exactly the same. Rest of the door, there isn't anything to mention. I want to take into the vehicle from both sides just to show you all the steps, edge of the seats. Repeating myself, seats in the rear really do look like they've hardly been sat in. Just get a close up to the edge of the seat again. No kick marks or scuffs to the rear of the driver's seat. No problem with any of the carpets. Moving on to the front door. If there's going to be any chips to the door edge or marks underneath the handle, for obvious reasons, usually on the drivers, but just get a close up to both to show you absolutely not the case with this cherished Mini. The driver's door, I can't see anything to mention. I have already said both mirror covers free from any scuffs. Onto the driver's front wing, plastic wheel arch again, free from any scuffs. Alloy wheel, same as the other three I've already shown you, really nice. And there was just that very minor parking dents. Just put my fingernail next to that, very easily missed. And as I said, fortunately hasn't chipped or marked the paintwork, so I can confirm our paintless dent removal specialist will have that completely removed before collection. So going around the entire vehicle, inside and out, a couple of the most minute stone chips, and other than that, I can't see anything to mention. It really is an absolutely cherished example. All Mini main agent service history, full set of premium branded Goodyear tyres, just gives you an indication of the level of care and maintenance afforded to this to this Mini. And of course, that very minor parking dents, and just to reiterate, hardly noticeable, but we have picked up on it and it will be removed before collection into the vehicle from the driver's side. Driver's step, once again, free from any marks or scuffs. Driver's seat, same as the rest, couldn't be any better. If someone told you that seat had covered 30,000 miles, you would absolutely believe them. Footwell again, been protected by those overmats. It is all Mini main agent service history, so it is stored on the, got the satellite navigation, it is stored on the iDrive of the vehicle, so we'll just run through the servicing. So everything is up to date. So first pre-delivery inspection, 5th of the 4th 19, 7th of the 8th 20 at a mileage of 15,570. Then the 6th of the 12th 21 at a mileage of 32,526. 9th of the 3rd 23, 49, 367. 11th of the 8th 23, 55,914. 9th of the 8th 24, 65,700. 19th of the 3rd 2025, 71, 186, all undertaken at the Mini main agent. The most recent service, 30th of the 3rd 26 at a mileage of 80,356. So recent service as well. Mileage on the vehicle, current mileage 83,185. I've already mentioned the heated seats. Got the satellite navigation. Just put the vehicle into reverse so you can see the rear view camera. Very nice feature to have. Got the power folding mirrors also. Inside and out, I don't think the vehicle could be any better. An absolutely cherished example. The couple of minor stone chips I've pointed out to the front of the vehicle do not detract from the look of the car at all. Have to be very, very close to even notice. Car is a credit to the people who've owned the car since it was 9 months old. If you are interested in the vehicle, would recommend popping to our website to view the 128-point AA inspection report. We also have finance calculators on our site, so if you are interested in any additional funding to purchase this Mini, you can model a finance quote and apply for finance directly through our website. We absolutely guarantee the lowest rate of finance coming direct to ourselves. So if you are thinking of financing the car for an outside finance company or finance broker, please get in touch with ourselves first for the guaranteed lowest rate of finance. We have free finance eligibility checkers on our website, so if you're unsure whether you'll be approved on finance, you can do a free eligibility checker. It tells you straight away your chances of approval and at what rate. But we always guarantee the lowest rate for your individual circumstances, but we have very low rate prime finance available for good and excellent credit ratings. But if you have had a few issues with your finances in the past, your credit profile isn't the best, or even if your credit profile is poor, we deal with a number of specialist lender and broker partners who are always confident of getting an approval. So any financing needs at all, whether you've got an excellent credit rating or a poor credit rating, please get in touch with ourselves first for the guaranteed lowest rate. I've just been around the vehicle a final time just to make sure I haven't missed anything, and I must say it really is an exceptional example. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch the video. If you need any finance quotes or assistance with application, please get in touch. Likewise, if you'd like to arrange a viewing or test drive, or if you need a part exchange valuation or any further information about the car. Hopefully you found the video helpful.